So in the last few days of July, I noticed that my right arm was starting to hurt a decent amount, and I thought my best guess was that it was some kind of repetitive stress injury, because, I've been playing video games since the age of like 5, pretty much non-stop. I was going to get carpal tunnel at some point, but I took a few days to rest my arm, and it really didn't feel any better after that. And so after a few days of that, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I noticed that my right shoulder was starting to swell like crazy, and I was like, oh my god, I must have broken a bone. It looked crazy. So, the next day, August 2nd, I headed over to the doctor to see what was wrong, and they ran a couple of scans, and then they came back, and they told me that the reason my arm hurts is because I have cancer. So after the scans come in, I get transferred to another hospital, which has an oncology ward, so it's a lot more specialized towards what I need. And I'm sort of like sitting there in the bed for a couple of days, like, hello, could I please get some health care? Could I just get a crumb of healthcare, please? Like, I want to see people sprinting, I feel like I want to see some urgency, if you guys there's like this tumor on my arm, if you guys could just get rid of it, just get rid of it right now. We can just go. If you gotta cut off my arm, bro. Do what you gotta do. I won't complain, man. I've won enough Minecraft tournaments. I'll just play Minecraft with my feet from here on out, bro. I'll still be B tier, at least, okay? It's fine. Do what you gotta do. But then the doctors are telling me, like, oh, well, we can't do it immediately. We gotta find out what it is. We gotta run some tests, do a biopsy. I'm like, okay, do the biopsy. Like, oh, well, first we gotta do some scans. I'm like, all right, do the scans. And so it took a couple of days, and then they did the biopsy 3 days later. And then I was like, all right, let's go. And they're like, oh, well, the biopsy is going to take like a week or more to get back. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, please just treat me. I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I'm sure they know what they're doing, but I'm just sitting there in the hospital like, please, healthcare. So they get the biopsy and they send me home, and they're saying like I'll come back in like a week or so when they have a treatment plan prepared. And so it was a very fun week at home, because I was sitting there still not getting treated, and I was just like looking at my tumor like, all right, Mr. Tumor, you need me to survive, so it's in your best interest to just chill out for a little bit. We don't want to go too crazy. And faintly, if you strain your ears underneath my skin, you can hear. Yeah, it was a really fun week. But I did finally get started on chemotherapy, which is a wonderful process. So let me explain chemotherapy. So basically, you know how society has progressed for thousands of years of technological and medical innovation? So basically, one of the top 3 ways we have to fight cancer is for you to go to the hospital, and then they plug you into a machine, and then they inject poison directly into your veins for several days. That's one of the best ways we've got of going about this. And the poison, it's supposed to kill the cancer. It also kills things like, blood. But does anybody really need blood? I feel like that's pretty optional, blood for the blood god, as it were. All right. I'll take what I can get. I used to have a channel meme, because back in the day, you know how my motivation always goes up and down in like cycles. I used to have a meme where whenever I'd get super motivated, I'd start uploading like crazy, and I'd also do things like get a haircut. And so I joke that the less hair I had, the more I'd upload, because the hair was holding me back. And so if that's still true, I gotta say, chemotherapy, that's gotta be daily uploads or something, bro. The chemotherapy arc is gonna be fantastic for content. So, after I got diagnosed, I've been making a lot of phone calls, informing all of my distant family members about the situation. And I gotta say, of all the phone calls I've made, nobody took the news worse than my health insurance provider. They've been inconsolable for weeks. They were like, you got what? No! I mean, I had no idea they cared so much. They've just, oh my god, I think they're the real victims of this. I mean, could you imagine, like, look at me. I was like a healthy 22-year-old. I like barely went to the doctor, or even for like regular appointments. I guess I went to the dentist. That's the one thing I did. I was the freest paycheck they've ever seen in their lives. They could have been milking money off of me for decades. And then, bam, cancer, bro. Oh, those poor guys. Oh, the one favor I do want to ask. If you guys could all do one small favor for Technoblade. You know that coronavirus thing you've been hearing in the news for the last couple of years? I want you guys to get rid of it. Just I want it gone. Just a couple days should be sufficient for you guys to do that. No, but seriously, like I'm kind of immunocompromised right now, which means if a bacteria touches me or like a virus touches me, I will explode. So yeah, I want to get the vaccine is what I'm saying. I'm gonna get canceled by the anti-vaxxers for saying it, but it's such a good vaccine, bro. Pfizer got full FDA approval this week for people age 16 and up. I think you can also get it if you're 11 to 15 with it's got emergency approval or whatever. I mean, if you have any concerns, don't listen to a Minecraft YouTuber, but please at least talk to a doctor because it's so good, bro. It's so good. The hospitals are currently getting flooded by unvaccinated people, and I'm going to go ahead and speak on behalf of all cancer patients when I say that it is incredibly annoying when the hospitals are getting overworked by people dying of preventable diseases. I'm just saying, we got dibs on those hospital beds, so, you know, you don't even want them, really. You don't even want to need them, so. I think the vaccine, what is it? It, like, reduces the chances of you needing hospitalization from COVID by, like, 96%. I mean, it's so effective, bro. Come on. I mean, you might still get, like... I mean, you could still catch coronavirus, but, like, the symptoms are going to be so much milder, bro. I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. Talk to a doctor. I remember when I first went in for chemotherapy, I was thrilled because, like, yo, healthcare injected into my veins, bro, let's go. But also, like, the first couple of days were actually pretty chill. I was like, dang, this is easy, bro. And then it kicked in. My energy levels were zero. They were absolutely nothing. It's hard to describe how tired I was. But I think my one example is, so they let me go back home, and after several days of resting, I had a virtual appointment with a doctor, and so they were like, all right, and I was just sitting there like, wait a second, you guys want me to sit upright in a chair for an hour? What is this, the Olympics, bro? I'm going back to bed. What? Let's calm down here. Sitting in a chair? Am I Superman? Like, come on, bro. As you can probably tell, I'm feeling a lot better right now, which is, I think that's part of the process, is you get a little bit of recovery time to, you know, eat a lot of really good food, get the weight back, get ready for the next round. And before we go back for the next round, I'm going to be playing a lot of video games. And for the record, I know I've been complaining a lot in this video, but I just want to clarify that the doctors I have are, like, insanely good, bro. I'm going to be getting some of the finest healthcare in the world, so don't worry about me too much. I think the treatment has already started to show some results. I mean, it's been so short of a time, so the results aren't going to be insane or anything, but at the very least, the speedrun music has stopped playing. So yeah, that's where I've been, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future. Wish me luck.